But there's more. 8.5 years ago was a Siyum Hashas in Cityfield. And my Chavrusa was a sponsor of that event and was given great seats in a suite. He decided to send my son free tickets to box seats in the stadium. The truth is that at the time my son had zero interest in being at a Siyum Hashas. He was married and keeping the basic halachas, but he really wasn't connected to this kind of event. He was very far away from being a Ben Torah. For some reason, he decided to attend because he figured he would enjoy the experience of being in an expensive suite with all-you-can-eat, delicious food, and that's about it. But then, the most miraculous thing happened. Agudas Yisrael showed a short video for about 90 seconds where they had about 20 guys from all over the world, South America, Brazil, and America, who didn't look like guys who would be learning. They had big bushy hair and were not dressed yeshivish at all, but they pumped their fists into the camera and they said, "I did Shas." My son was munching on a steak up in a suit, and he happened to see these guys. He said to his wife, "Could you imagine if that would be me at the next Shas?" And she said, "You're always very good at learning. Why don't you try?" That night he went home, and before he went to bed, he took out a Gemara and opened to the first page of Shas. And for the first time in many, many years, he learned a daf. He decided to continue and even hired a kollel guy to learn with him every single day. 7.5 years later, he finished Shas. He threw a huge bash and invited 200 people. He wanted all the people in his life to be there. He made us siyum a shas with music, and we danced all night. But before he made the siyum, he said the following words: "I worked really hard, and I pushed myself, and I did this all for the love of my mother." The roof came down. "Ma, you were there for me in my hardest times. You never stopped loving me. You never stopped believing in me. The shas that I just finished is all for you." My wife will take that line to her grave. It's the most memorable thing anyone has ever told her. I want to add that today, this son is my closest child. I love him like nobody else, and he cares about me like no other child does. During the day, he works very hard, Baruch Hashem, has continued to be more and more successful. He beli ayin hara gives massive amounts of tzedakah. But he also gives 2 daf yomi shiurim each day, one at 6:15 a.m. and one at 10:15 p.m. And when he calls to shmooze, he asks for help in figuring out the difficult sugyas of the Gemara. And that's most of our conversations. And I say to myself, how did this have an ending that's fairy tale-like? It is because we followed Daas Torah even though it was so difficult. But we needed practical help as well. We had a friend who was an expert in this field, and he was our mentor. He said that we can call him day and night, and we did. We couldn't have humanly done it without his help, and so I will say to anyone who is unfortunately dealing with this painful reality, Al tisyayish, don't give up hope, don't despair. Life is a long story. It takes a long time until life goes full circle. And when you feel that you are despairing, then you must have somebody mature, somebody wise and successful in this field to know how to guide you and to lift you up. It is vital not to give up, because when my son saw that my wife wasn't despairing, he saw she believed in him. Nobody would fry schnitzel at 4 a.m. for someone they didn't believe in. He sensed that, and it kept him going through all the hard times.